everybody.
Hey, what's up?
This is our 1 year, well, like 13
and a couple months, but
yeah. Homestead anniversary video. Good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of ugly going on, but we hope for some good. First, we're going to start off with the toast. I'm doing tequila in my Disneyland.
Minnie Mouse shot glass. Woohoo!
Joel has his via, so.
She is.
Oh.
Get that lemon.
Oh my god.
Been a while, huh?
I can't remember the last time I did a shot of tequila. But, woo. So much has gone on. And you notice I haven't been doing videos because it has been literally hot as hell outside.
We have definitely had some serious heat. And we've just been barely to get able to do the projects that we needed to do in order to keep alive.
It's been like literally Survivor out here. And we decided to do a little mukbang of just a bunch of junk.
Munchies.
To celebrate this video. So, as it goes on, it may get interesting. Yes, Joel's got a 30-pack. I got a whole bottle of this to drink. Oh, let's see. Where should we start? I think the first thing that we didn't expect last year when we were looking for land, we started the beginning of June, and we didn't realize it was going to happen so quick, I think, number one. And since we live in the Arizona, we were in the Phoenix area, so, you know, it's hot as hell here during the summer. So we ended up working with a realtor because we were doing Craigslist, you know, go check out our land, owner finance, blah, blah, blah. And there were just so many shady deals. We ended up going through a real estate agent who found us a great lot. We were looking for at least 5 acres, but we ended up with 1 acre, but it ended up like being 45 minutes from Joel's work. So that worked out really well.
Location was good. The fact that it was in a semi-developed area where we had paved roads getting to the house, to the property and everything. So that was kind of why we decided to go with a smaller acreage. There's plenty of other acres around if we want to go ahead and purchase some more land later.
So the first week of June, we found our lot within first week.
Yeah, a couple
First
days,
week.
yeah.
Had a really good agent, and I will put her name actually at the bottom of here because I want to say real estate agents, like I don't know, it's weird. They don't even work on the weekend most of the time, and I know lots, they don't make a lot of money, but our agent went literally above and beyond. We called her after looking at several lots through Craigslist and just being frustrated. I had saved some information of hers. We called her while we were on the road, and she started sending us out to properties immediately.
Meeting other agents.
Yes, and she had an agent even meet us out in the field, which is, I don't know, you just don't get that type of customer service anymore. So it was really awesome. And then we didn't quite see anything that we liked that day, but later on that night, it was like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, she sent us like 4 or 5 properties.
And this was one of them, and we went out early in the morning. It was like we got here at 5 in the morning just to check the lot because Joel had to go to work. And we loved the location as far as we have a big mountain right in front of us, and
Mountain views all 365.
yeah, we're right by the Sonora Desert Reserve, whatever it's called.
Sonoran Desert Mountain Reserve.
There you go. And not a place you want to visit in the summertime. We're actually going to drive out tomorrow morning because we saw somebody put on Yelp like it's hot as hell in the summer, and we're going, duh. We're like 60 miles from the Mexican border. It's freaking hot as hell during the summer here. And this summer, I mean, we had so many days at 110, 112.
We're 109 today for one last hurrah of summer. So.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, so anyways, we got the lot. And that happened really, like I said, really quick. We closed escrow before the end of June.
And we were really not planning on having anything until it got cooler in September or October.
Right. We both thought we were going to be looking at lots for a couple months. So,
yeah.
Needless to say, that happened real quick. So now we had to find an RV. Our budget was $5,000. And if you see what $5,000 will buy you online, it's not too much in an RV way.
If you want it to work.
Right. So we went to this one dealership, and they had an Alpine What was it, 06?
It's 06, and they wanted $35,000 for it.
And it was only 4 feet bigger than this one, took longer?
Yeah. But I mean, so if you know anything about RVs, Western RV went out of business in, I want to say, the early to late 2000s, but they made very high quality. They were expensive, but they were good quality RVs. So on the West Coast, these RVs are very much sought after. So anyway, that was our brand research. When we saw this one, we were like, wow, $35,000. That seems like,
It was 38,000.
yeah, was that 38? Okay. So, you know, that
and
was
it wasn't
a little,
in great condition.
no, it was not a good
It was definitely had been used. You know, you could tell. I mean, things were worn on it. So
got a little discouraged.
really discouraged because we're like, we didn't want to get in debt that much especially for an RV, right? That's just way too much money. Now, so we ended up going to the next dealership, and for the money we had, they had like some shitty 20
Crap.
The floors were
1972.
soft,
Yeah.
trailers, and they were still not even 5. They were actually like
Right.
6,000 and 7,000.
Yeah.
So we're like, crap, we have this land, we have to move because we can't afford to pay rent where we were, and the land and all that other good stuff. So looked on Craigslist, and lo and behold,
Suddenly, there was a 1998 Alpenlight.
yeah,
And the guy was selling it for $5,000 firm.
5,000 firm.
So we ran off. We called the guy. He had posted it like 20 minutes before we called him. Ran off, saw it. It was like perfect. It had been sitting for a few years, so obviously, you know, I knew there was going to be some work to be done. But it was in really nice shape, cosmetically, and just in a really nice trailer.
Basically, like, from what we could tell, a retired person had bought it, and they may have used it for a short time and then just sat. It had all the owner manuals, even the original sticker.
Window sticker, yeah.
Window
it was still
sticker.
had,
And what did it sell for? $42,000.
$43,000.
$43,000. So we feel very blessed, and I was like, dude, as soon as we walked in, I'm like, take it, we're taking it. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we got it. We didn't have a pickup truck. We have a fifth wheel trailer and no pickup truck. But we found somebody off of Craigslist that would come and move it for about $100. And so he took it to our house. We got it all ready. We put it in storage while we were waiting to get ready to move to the actual property. So.
Now, mind you, now we're like end of June. It's the hottest part of summer starting up.
Yep.
And monsoon season. And when I say a desert lot, we're talking full of bushes. There's no utilities to hook up to. Well, you can hook up to electric out here if you want.
It's expensive.
Yeah, so no shade. You know, people don't realize when you don't have like a patio awning or trees, how freaking, I'm like, you're just in the middle of the sun.
You're baking.
You're baking, roasting.
And then when the wind blows, you get a convection of it and you cook faster.
Mm-hmm.
But, so, long story short, we got the trailer, we got it out here, got all of our stuff put in storage.
Well, we had a guy come and clear the lot.
Yep. We had a guy come out, clear all the brush off the lot.
And then we have dogs. And at the time, we had our daughter's dogs because they had moved somewhere they couldn't have them. So we had 7 little dogs.
A lot of dogs.
So
for
we
a
had
fifth
bought
wheel trailer.
right. So we had to buy a fence because there's coyotes and you know we're on a very strict tight budget. At this point, we're just like we've spent basically everything for what we've got. So we found a 10 by 20. What's the fence size?
It's a 20 by 20, I think it was. Yeah,
10 by 20.
10 by
And so what
20.
we did was the one side of it we just put it like to the RV, so it made like a little tiny yard. And yeah, so it was.
That's how we started, just an RV and a dog kennel as the yard.
So for power, we have a generator.
Yeah, so power, we got a generator. We went through a couple generators to get the one that worked for us the best. We ended up with a really nice Champion generator that worked until just recently.
Right.
And then we've also got, I started out with one set of the 100 watt Harbor Freight panel sets, solar panel sets.
Which are really good, by the way.
Really good.
If you don't have money, They will get you by.
You'll be able to run a couple fans and a small refrigerator just off of those panels and the appropriate battery bank. So, during the winter, we were only running the generator for maybe an hour or two a day.
Right. So we get out here, we put up our fence. Now we have to do the septic because your poop has to go somewhere, and we don't have a truck to keep bringing the RV in right to dump it. Because the closest town to dump would be Maricopa, which is 13 miles away.
Yeah.
We have another little town, Stanfield, which has our Circle K where we go to get all of our little crap here, you see.
And our beer.
And our beer. So, found this company that has like portable septic tanks, I guess you would call them. I don't know, construction tanks.
Yeah. Septic holding tanks, they call them.
There you go. And it's a 350-gallon tank. And basically, they charged us, I don't know, like whatever the first. They charge you per dump.
They charge you basically whatever a dump would cost for the first delivery of the tank. Okay? And then as long as you use them for the septic service, then they don't charge you for rental of the tank.
So it was a good deal.
It's a good deal.
But there's always a but, right? Especially when you have a homestead, things are going good. But we had to dig a hole for it.
Yes, because we needed to get it down below the level of the outlet from the black water tank from the RV.
So it took us about 4 days. 110, 115 degrees out there, freaking sweating and digging.
And digging some more.
And digging. And digging and digging and digging.
And finally we got this 4 foot by 8 foot by 2 foot tank buried.
Yeah. That was a lot of work.
It was a lot of digging.
Right. So, septic's taken care of. Electric's taken care of with the generator. Next thing is we gotta get water. There's no water service out here. So you have to haul your own water. Now, most people have a trailer with these water tanks. Some have like the water totes or bigger tanks. But at this point, we're like done with money as far as there is no more extra money. So we decide to do what we can. And we end up
buying 5-gallon blue water jugs like you get from Sparklets. Okay.
Fun. Really fun.
And we go to the water machine. And we're paying $1.25 a 5-gallon bucket to fill them up. We eventually made it up to 12 of these, so we get 60 gallons. Our water tank on our trailer is 110 gallons, so literally we would have to make 2 trips, $24, basically.
Plus gas.
Plus gas to fill up the water in the trailer. So.
We did that for a year.
Yep.
We no longer use those, just to let you know right now.
We have finally upgraded.
Yeah, we got water totes, but continuing the timeline.
Yes.
So now we've got water, which is hell. I'll just tell you right now, because when you're sweating to death outside, you're like trying to empty all these so you can shower. And so now there's the laundry situation.
Oh yeah.
Doing laundry.
There is no laundromats in the town of Maricopa, which is 13 miles away. Nope, got to go to Casa Grande, 25 miles away. Okay, and they're expensive. It would cost us $80 a pop to go and do laundry.
Yeah. So we did that for actually
about
until
4
December.
or 5 months, yeah.
Until December.
Yeah.
So on Amazon, we got this small washer,
Right.
and it holds 17 pounds. Actually, it's pretty good. It's like
Yeah,
for about
it's about
half the
half load.
size of a regular, not one of your big washing machines, but your regular one. And then it washes, and then you move the clothes over to the spin compartment, and it spins them, and it's a little bit work, but it works amazing. And guess what? No more going to the laundromat and spending so much money.
Woo, because air dry works.
Yes. However, it is a pain in the ass because it uses 5 gallons of water per load. So it's kind of like that story. There's a hole in the bucket. There's always something.
Yeah, so 5 gallons a load for the water, and we're filling things with 5-gallon buckets, so it got pretty old pretty quick.
Right. But so we made it through the summer last year, but like just barely. Wintertime, We got a pallet deck built, which really helped control dirt.
Yep.
And in November...
We've got videos for that, by the way.
Yeah. And in November, we found 2 stray dogs. They're big dogs that somebody had dumped out here. We call them Duke and Bear. You'll see a video of them later. And now all of a sudden we have to build them a pen because they were living under a trailer a lot over from us. I thought maybe it was the people who lived by there, but they're dogs. But they, as time went on, they were getting skinnier, and I could tell that they were basically like dumped out there and just, going hungry.
So we earned their trust through food.
And we ended up with Duke and Bear.
And they have inspired a great number of projects that we worked on over the last 5-6 months. So.
Right. So we finally we go on our cruise in January, which was so needed because we were so freaking tired. Like, when you see people do these homestead videos, you don't realize how much work goes into them, and I don't know, pain, suffering, blood, sweat, and tears. And I think the thing that people that don't have a desire for homestead or understand why people would even want to do that, a passion for it, there's no point to talk to them, because anytime you try to share like a struggle or something that's going on, it's like, well, you're the stupid one that went out there, or they give you that look like you're, da-da-da, but they don't understand. It's like when everything you accomplish, it's because you did it. Your hands touched it, you worked on it, you're out there sweating your butt off. I mean, and when you're done, it's just, I don't know, it just feels really good.
Yep. Sense of accomplishment, sense of reward.
Right. So we got back from our cruise, and Jordana became engaged, so I got my ordained minister thing so I could do the ceremony. And then, a lot of things went on, so we ended up getting sidetracked. We were trying to get a lot done before this summer hit.
Best laid plans of mice and men.
But unfortunately, we had a friend commit suicide. And it was actually just a few days before the wedding. And it was in March. And it just really kind of turned the world upside down, to be honest with you. Because...
spent a lot of time helping the surviving spouse.
Yeah.
It was a tough time.
Yeah.
But we persevered.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
And then, a week before that all happened, one of my close friends, she had been fighting cancer last year, and she found out her cancer came back. So after our friend committed suicide, 3 days later Jordana got married, and then 3 weeks later my friend died of her. She lost her battle with cancer. So it was really emotional and tough. That's why we didn't make videos for so long, because it was hard. And then on top of that, we had to put one of our dogs to sleep. He was old, and it was just time. And then while we were away, one of our other dogs, she passed away in an accident that just happened. I didn't talk about it, but so it's been really tough as far as emotionally. And I think that if we didn't have all those emotional things going on, we would have been a lot further down the road than we are now. But
right.
Unfortunately, things happened the way they did, and before we knew it, it was summer again. And during this time, our air conditioner in the RV went out. Our refrigerator went out.
You may hear an AC going in the background. That's because I stuck a 15,000 BTU unit through the emergency window and built a stand for it, okay? That's homesteading for you.
Yeah. So, and then not to mention our only vehicle, we had to basically redo the whole front end of it, so that was several $1,000s. I mean, we just, been hit with so much financially, and then our generator just died,
and the inverter died at the same time.
Yeah, and the inverter died at the same time. So, and of course it did it, during this just happened.
The biggest heat wave.
Yeah. And so our brother-in-law, he loaned us his generator.
My brother. her brother-in-law.
But unfortunately, it would only run the 5,000 BTU in the unfinished garage.
Which is not insulated yet, so
Well, it's
not too good.
partially
Insulated.
But, you know, we made it through that, and I think after, Tuesday or Wednesday, it doesn't look like we should be above 100 degrees anymore. So, fingers crossed on that, and I think I'm going to do a
Knock
shot.
on wood, yeah. Do a shot for that one.
Yeah. So, that's kind of why our videos have been kind of like scattered and hadn't been updated, because emotionally just so much has gone on, and it's a lot to process. And, you know, some people they just don't understand. You know, it's just hard.
But
So.
we're going to get back into it, hit it hard, get some projects done. And now that the weather's going to be nicer, and we're probably going to be doing several videos today. And just stay tuned.
Probably
I'm gonna
drunk
post them.
videos by the
Drunk
end of
videos
this.
by the time we get the next one up. I think we're going to time out on
Salute.
this video in a minute. So,
Oh, look.
lick, shoot, suck.
Ugh.
Let you know where all the pipes are.
So, and that brings us to today's date, which is,
September 15th.
September 15th. So that pretty much updates
We're about a month
you.
and a half past the 1 year mark, so.
Right, right. So anyways, so we're going to go ahead and end this video and make a part 2. So,
Stay tuned.
and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.